morning everyone. So today you join me in an electric Mini. This is the level 3 electric Mini, so it's the top of the line, the S model. It's got the Harman Kardon sound system, nice cream leather interior, heads-up display, the whole works, is fully spec'd up. Today we are heading up to Brands Hatch for a little test day that they've got going on there, so we can kind of have a quick spectate, see what's going around the track, and then sit down there and have a proper talk about this Mini. Yeah, I think it should be a good day. It should be interesting to see how this compares to the BMW from last week and the Leaf that obviously we've tested before. But yeah, so looking forward to this one. Steering feel is completely different. This is actually a lot more what I would consider sort of more a traditional BMW style steering, in the fact that it's quite heavy. It's a much more weighty system when compared to the i4 that we drove last time out. So that's very interesting to me how BMW have changed it for the Mini and the i4 respectively, in terms of how heavy the steering is and what that kind of feels like. Another thing that, even when compared to the Leaf, that I'm not massively impressed with so far is the range on this car. So already we are at 49 miles remaining, which is about half the battery if my reading here on the screen is correct. Obviously that means that you'll only do about 100 miles on one charge. I'm assuming that's motorway miles. I'm not sure if it'll be much better when we are off of the motorway and onto some more normal roads, maybe sort of 30-40 mile an hour roads instead. Hopefully it'll get a little bit better there, because that is the one thing that I'm not massively impressed about this car so far. But you never know, it might win me over in the long run. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. The interior on this car, first impressions, it is quite a nice place to be. They've kept the traditional Mini big like centre circle here, just in the middle of the dashboard. There's some like fancy lights around the edge of it now, which actually look quite cool. I quite like that. And now the map and everything comes up in there, so it's more of an evolution of how they've done it previously, and I guess obviously to kind of tie in with that heritage that the original Mini had with the centre speedo there. Also, one thing that's standing out to me over the i4 is actually the seats. So obviously I can't tell 100% how different they are in terms of comfort as of right now, but just in design alone I think they're already looking more special to me than the i4 seats, despite that being an M50. While this is the top of the line Mini, you'd always expect a sort of 65-70,000 pound BMW to be a step ahead of the top of the line Mini in any kind of respect. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm preferring the look of these seats at least. Hopefully they're more comfortable than the i4 ones as well, and they don't give me any backache in the long run. But yeah, we'll have to wait and find out about that one. This car is fitted with the sunroofs, so it's got one in the front and one in the back, which hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of to show you guys. Again, I absolutely love sunroofs. Sunroofs are amazing. They let so much extra light into the cabin. It makes the driving it's just a much nicer experience when you have sunroofs in the car, in my opinion. So yeah, already points for that, love that. And they are fully, or at least the front one is fully openable, which again, on a nice warm day, if you're doing some nice chill driving, is absolutely sublime. It's just such a nice thing to have while it's nice and sunny, which luckily it is today. Oh yeah, just hit the spectate, yeah? Perfect. nice to be at a racetrack. I just love the sound of cars doing their thing. So we are now headed back down towards Vines of Gatwick. I have selected to avoid motorways this time, so we can kind of test the dynamics of the car on the way back, kind of get a bit sporty with it, because obviously a lot of the time people compare these minis to go-karts, so I guess we've got to find out quite how true that statement is, don't we? Yeah, really good to be back at Brands Hatch for a little bit there. Yeah, just great fun. As we decided to avoid the motorway this time, we are currently driving through some very nice little towns near Brands Hatch, and I must say this car is much more suited to sort of town roads than it is the main motorways and things like that, because it's just the size of it is much nicer around these towns. Also, it's so much quieter. You don't have quite as much road noise when you're coming through towns and stuff. So I definitely see the appeal for this car on like a city basis. So say you lived in London, Manchester, Birmingham, any of those sort of big cities across the UK, I very much see the appeal for a nice little run around like this that you can charge up overnight and then just hop in, and you don't have to worry about it being too big or anything like that when you're driving through the cities and through towns and whatever you're doing. Obviously, it's not really a car suited for longer journeys because just the battery capacity isn't there, so you can't get the same kind of mileage you can out of like the bigger cars, say like the SUVs or the saloons, things like that. But I think around town this would be a very good car if you don't do a lot of miles every day. If your commute's maybe sort of 10 miles, maybe up to 10 miles either way, I'd say you can probably get away with more than comfortably. Yeah, I definitely see the appeal. It's like a nice little fun town car. We are actually just entering a 60 zone here, so I've just bumped it up into sport mode. And there we go, we're away. Already up to 60 there, so it's definitely not slow. Even if it is just a humble mini, it's definitely not a slow car. When you kick it into sport mode, it sharpens up the throttle response a little bit, so you get a bit more torque straight away. I think it might stiffen the steering slightly. I can't really tell right now because I haven't done a whole lot of driving in sport. But yeah, it definitely makes the car more playful by the feel of it immediately. The lights around the central dashboard bit here, they come up red to show you're in sport mode. Yeah, no, I think this car can change at the drop of a hat from a nice comfortable town cruiser to a bit of a fun B-road car. Quite unexpectedly really, because again, you wouldn't always think of electric cars as the best cars to take on a B-road or to take for a fun drive on the weekend, but I definitely think they're starting to improve, and they're starting to prove people wrong that you can actually have quite a lot of fun with cars like this on good roads. So I've just pulled over quickly. I'm just going to grab a couple of shots on my phone here because I found a classic Mini, so I've just parked in front of it. I just want to grab a couple shots just to kind of show the size difference between where they were and where they've come to. So yeah, bear with me one moment. Super cool to see just how small the originals were. Yeah, that's really cool. Really glad that I've managed to find one of those actually, because that was what I was planning on doing that for the premise of this video, but unfortunately I couldn't find one on short notice enough. But there we go, managed to achieve that one now, so we can carry on with our journey back down to Vines Gatwick. So we've just arrived back at Vines BMW again. Yeah, really enjoyed driving the Mini Electric actually. It impressed me a lot more than I thought it would. Huge thank you to Vines of Gatwick for lending us this car for today. Please like, comment, share it, all the usual things. And yeah, once again, let me know what car you'd like me to drive next. Cheers.